Friday, September 19th, and we have an amazing slate of games in the MLB and a sprinkle of a couple games in college football as well. And in this video, you're going to get my favorite props for both. You're going to get two of my favorite player props for the MLB, two of my favorite player props for college football. We're going to smash them together for a 7x payout. And then on top of that, you're going to get the Sportsbook play of the day, in which we just cashed Thursday night's with ease. I couldn't have called that game any better, so make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you're locking in and get ready to make some money.
Sub to the channel, we drop picks on the daily, dropping knowledge every day, and you don't have to pay me. We just keep stacking wins while the rest moving lazy.
Before we get rocking and rolling, going over all of these free plays that we have cooked up for Friday, a little bit of something I need you to do for me. It's absolutely free. Go ahead and smash that like button, get this video out into the algorithm, and have more eyes on, more people cashing with us. And if you're new here, I drop these every single day, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss a free play drop. We just cashed Thursday Night Football's Sportsbook play of the day. I will fully admit that Devon Achane busted up our free prop play in that video. He did not find the end zone. That rushing touchdown did go to Ollie Gordon, but still a great game, and we cashed out. And make sure you go to winible.com/ape. It's the most important thing that you can do. All of my plays are posted there daily. Bonus free plays as well. A great Discord community. It's absolutely free. Get on over there. Join the team. Join the community and come cash out with us. Now, I told you we had a great Thursday Night Football. There was a couple plays that we did miss in premium. I will fully admit that. I was not perfect on the night. When I said I called the game just about as perfect as I could have, just about as good as it gets, I said the score in last night's video was going to be about 28-17. It was 31-21. I told you Dolphins. I was too scared to take them at that plus 11.5 or the Bills at the minus 11.5. I thought it was a perfectly set number by the books. I stand by that. Dolphins did end up covering the spread, but we weren't stupid enough to take it. We didn't want to have to really sweat that one out. So what did we take? These are the plays we took in premium. We turned 1,000 into 6,500. Josh Allen, 2 passing touchdowns. Jalen Waddle, who really turned on the heat in the second half, getting it done in all the big moments, cleared that 25-plus receiving yards with ease. Tua, 1 touchdown for passing. It's all I really trusted him for. I think he ended up with 2 in the game, but I knew 1 was a lock. And then we had Dalton Kincaid, an amazing game. He was the first half star of that game for Buffalo, and he scored a touchdown in that one. And then we had James Cook, over 4.5 receiving yards in the first half. That one was absolutely free. Cash it out, 500 to 938. And then we had the Buffalo Bills. This was not the free play. This was part of it was the free play. We did have Buffalo Bills minus 5.5 in the free play. This was a premium play where we had Josh Allen, 210 passing yards. I didn't like him for any more. Thought he would definitely get over 200. We bumped it to 210 to get that payout nice at minus 115. I think he ended the night with 213 covering us, cashing us out 500 to 934. Then we had Khalil Shakir. Couldn't believe this line was plus money over on BetMGM. We took him here in premium. 42.5. Premium is a mix of safe plays and crazy plays. Crazy plays being 4-mans and up. We do like stacks. We do correlation. But we have safety plays built in, straight plays, so we can cash consistently. And another one that we absolutely loved on BetMGM for this plus 100, minus 6.5. I knew that the Buffalo Bills were going to win it by at least a touchdown. It got a little scary there at the end. I thought maybe the Dolphins might backdoor it and score a touchdown there, and the Bills would only win by 3. So a little bit dicey, I guess you could say. But Josh Allen, again, with those 2 passing touchdowns, I mean, come on. The dude is absolutely insane. And this was the free play that I handed out yesterday. I used my profit boost on it that FanDuel handed out. I think we turned 500 into over 1,000 with this one. Buffalo Bills minus 5.5. Easy buckets. And then over 42.5. I liked each team for about 3 touchdowns. Like I said, I had the score in my projections, 28-17, 28-20, right around that zone. We were super close to that, 31-21. Couldn't have been any better unless we were absolutely perfect, which is super hard to do. This one didn't clear yet, but this was a prop in the free play. I absolutely loved it. Malik Washington over 4.5. Got a little bit worried, and then in the fourth quarter, McDaniels finally ran the play where he did the sweep. Washington came over, ran the ball for 6 yards in the first down. I thought he was going to get more creative throughout the game. He did coach a very good game on Thursday night. Dolphins suck. He's probably going to get fired by the end of the season. But he did do very good, in my opinion. It was just some bad breaks to it through that interception. And then they had that roughing the kicker called, which gave the Bills the ball back. And you don't want to give Josh Allen the ball back in the fourth quarter. They went down to score that touchdown and really sealed the deal on that one. And I want to show you guys what we did yesterday in baseball. Because, yes, we do baseball, and in this video we're going to do baseball. We turned 500 to 3,600 in this 4-man. This is what I'm talking about in premium with the correlated plays. We had a 5-man here. All 4 on the Yankees cleared with ease. And then we had Bobby Witt, who is legit. And then we had Ronald Acuna, James Woods, Matt Olson. I think you get the idea. So extremely profitable in baseball, extremely profitable in football. Join the team, 80% off for a month pass right now to celebrate that Bills win. BILLS, 80% off the month pass. It legitimately will never be this low again. So lock in now, get a month, see what you've been missing, and start greening out your slips. Now, there also in this video is a way to get free VIP. I will explain that, but first let's get into the plays, what you've all came here to see. This is the play that's going to make us 7x on Friday. And first we'll start off in college football. We got Oklahoma State wide receiver Christian Fitzpatrick. I like him for over 24.5. I know there's not going to be a ton going on in this game. He gets a decent matchup there with Tulsa. They got a decently ranked defense as far as receiving yards allowed goes. But Christian has done this in 7 of his last 10. I like his production this year. He had a great game against Oregon, getting that 34. He is more active on this offense. I expect him to be used sparingly, but enough to clear this line. Really, though, with these 2 games, they're 4 bad teams going up against each other. I expect low output from both teams, but I do love Christian Fitzpatrick over 24.5 receiving yards. Think he's going to be the guy on Oklahoma State that steps up a bit in this one. I do like Oklahoma State to win this game. So give us Christian Fitzpatrick all day long for over 24.5 receiving yards. And next we're going over to Iowa wide receiver Seth Anderson. We're taking his under here, under 19.5. I know he just did this in his last game against Mass. He got 26, but before that, he was all but useless. You see there on the 30th, they played Albany, who is not a good team. That's like my local team. They're like low totem pole in the D1. They're basically not even D1. And he only got 9 against them. And then against Iowa State, he only got 5. He just had a little breakout game here against Mass. Don't think that's his norm. He's not going to get it again. And believe it or not, Rutgers has a pretty good defense. They rank 57th in receiving yards allowed. It's a neutral matchup for them as far as the rankings go. I just don't think he's going to be heavily involved. And like I said, all 4 of these teams are not very good. I do think Iowa's the best out of probably all 4, maybe Oklahoma State. They're pretty even. But I don't really like what I'm seeing with these 2 games. I think it's going to be a lot of unders. I know we just took 1 over. That's just about the only over that I really, really like that I gave to you guys. Seth Anderson, under 19.5. We're not going to overthink it. He's not going to get the usage. Iowa's probably going to walk through Rutgers. I don't think Rutgers is going to put up much of a fight. I know the lines are set pretty even in this game, but I think Iowa takes it. Rutgers is at home, so they do have that advantage. Either way, we're probably going to stay away from that game altogether. We just love the under, so we're taking Seth Anderson here under 19.5 receiving yards. And now we're going to Michael Harris, left-handed batter, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I like Atlanta's chances in this game. I truly do, and he's been playing well. I know it's just 3 of his last 10. He hasn't hit this, but he's done this in 3 of his last 5. He's been playing super, super well. He just had a very good series against the Nationals, and I fully expect him to step it up against Detroit. He's 1-for-2, betting 500, so not a lot of data against Morton, the pitcher for the Tigers, but he's still got a hit, and that's really what we're looking for. I would love it even more if it said RBI right here, but I fully expect someone to be on base for him to knock in on Friday. Against right-handed pitchers, he's betting a nice 250, 104 hits, 35 runs scored, and 60 RBIs. Now, against left-handed batters, Morton's slightly better with that 4.72, but that's still not a very good ERA. 251 batting average allowed, 1.2 home runs per 9 innings. Give me the Braves in this one. I know that the Tigers are favored. They're home. Morton's probably about even with Elder, who's on the mound for the Braves. But if I had to pick a team to win this game, it's probably going to be the Braves. The Detroit Tigers have not been playing that great of baseball lately. They're also already in the postseason. I don't know how much they're really playing for. And I think Atlanta's going to come out and maybe shock some people on Friday. So if you wanted to play that, go ahead, maybe even give them a couple runs. But we love Michael Harris to get over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in this game. And one of my favorite props on the day, Jose Ramirez over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, we didn't correlate in this free play, but you absolutely could with those two players that I just gave you. You could take another Atlanta Brave. You could take another Guardian, smash them together with the two that I gave you, and have a correlated play. If you don't even want to play the college football plays, it's up to you. It's your money. I'm just telling you what I'm locking in and what I like on the slate for Friday. Jose's going up against Pablo Lopez, 5-4 in the season, 2.64 ERA, so a pretty good ERA. 61 hits, 6 home runs, all in 71 innings pitched. But I think the Guardians take this one. They got Messick on the mound, 3-0, 1.84 ERA, and they're actually underdogs in this game, which is kind of wild to me. I get that the Twins are home, but they're 37-40 at home. Jose Ramirez, 5 of his last 10, he's done this, 59% head-to-head against the Twins, and I just think the Twins are dog shit. He's also 9-for-22, betting a 4.09, so that's a huge sample size, and I absolutely love those numbers. He's also got those 3 RBIs. This is legitimately one of my favorite player props in MLB on Friday. Against right-handed pitchers, he's betting 263. Left-handed batters against Lopez don't fare as well, but left-handed batters aren't all Jose Ramirez. He's an absolute stud. They got a 1.93 ERA against left-handed batters. Lopez does 275 batting average allowed, 0.7 home runs, so not a ton of home runs. I don't think Jose is going to get a home run, but I love him to get over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He just did it against 2 out of 3 against Detroit. Looked phenomenal. Cleveland looked phenomenal. This is what I'm talking about with the skid in Detroit. They just got swept by the Guardians, which might actually help their favors as far as going up against the Braves. So maybe be a little weary with that one, but I still like the Braves on Friday to go in there and shock Detroit. I just don't see any oomph out of the Tigers right now, but I love Cleveland as the underdog in this game against Minnesota. Now, where to lock these in at? You can lock them in anywhere. Obviously, you can line shop. You can even lock these in on a sportsbook. If you have regular sportsbooks like I do in New York, you can do these straight lines, lock them in absolutely straight, minus 125, still a great payout. But for a 7X play and for a free $10 and for a free month of VIP, download Betr. Use code FFAPE. You get that free $10. You get the free, not month, sorry, free week of VIP. The month promo is gone. Free week of VIP. Still a week, still great. I know a month would be better, but you should have been there when we were doing that. Now you get that free month of VIP, and on top of all of that, they're also doing a $200 deposit match. Legitimately one of the best promos on the market. There is a better promo where you'll get a free 2 weeks of VIP, and that has to do with our sportsbook play of the day. And here's our sportsbook play of the day. We're taking Oklahoma State straight up money line. I think Tulsa might cover in that one. I'm not going anywhere near that spread. Just too dicey. And I don't mind the 375, honestly, especially when we pair it up with the Rangers. I feel the same way almost about the Rangers that I do about the Tigers. They're just on an extremely bad skid right now. But it's desperation time for Texas. They just had a 4-game skid, like I just mentioned. But I think they're basically going to sweep the Marlins, and they have to keep their hopes realistic. Miami's got nothing to play for. They're also going to be a little bit hungover from playing in Coors Field. I know that sounds funny, but it's a real thing. They were just up in Denver, the altitude, all of that good stuff. I think Texas was off, so a full bullpen behind Tyler Mahle, who comes off the 60-day injury list. think they're going to come out. They have a lot to play for in this game. I like them to flat out win this one. So we're smashing those two together. And how can you get a free 2 weeks of VIP? How can you get a free $100? Glad you asked. It's also a sports book. So a lot of you guys in those states where you can't use FanDuel or DraftKings or any casino app, go get ONYX. Download ONYX. Use code FFAPE. You spend $10, you get a free $100. You can lock in this bet, cash it out, plus 107 odds. We absolutely love it. If you use my code on any of those apps or any of the apps in my Stan.store, reach out to me. My number's right below. I'm available just about all the time. I try to respond as fast as I can. I do have a life, but I will get you your code for a free week of VIP or a free 2 weeks of VIP. That's what I have for you guys on this lovely Friday. Thank you guys so much for your time. And you saw what we did on Thursday. This weekend's got an amazing slate. We got Saturday college football, massive, massive contests going on there. And then we have a glorious week in the NFL for week 3. Tons of great matchups. Go get premium 80% off with code BILLS. Cash out with us all weekend long and all month long because that's for the month pass. Come eat, come green out your slips. Thank you guys so much for your time. I will see you in the next free play video for college football Saturday.